Hello there. Thank you very much for downloading this episode of Date Night Pod. Now, I'm sure as an avid Rob and Helen's Date Night podcast listener, you want to become a patron of the podcast. Wouldn't they? Wouldn't they like to do that, Helen?
If they've got any sense at all, they'd become a patron because it's only £1 a month.
Well, a minimum of £1 a month. They can pay more if they want to.
Yeah, but don't pay more. Just give him £1.
Well, no, you want to be encouraged to pay more. This is really shit business practice. You can pay whatever you want because there's loads more than... There's all the very latest episodes of Date Night Pod are on Patreon. So this one that you're now about to listen to where we did yoga, got to warn you, there's a lot of farting in this one. We recorded way back in July. It went out on July the 16th to the patrons. So there's been however many months it is since July the 16th. I was
still trying to actually do stuff in lockdown, weren't really allowed to do that much, and I was doing yoga in the house. Since then I've just stopped and eat a cake. But you've done that with the plum. But get yourselves onto Patreon, patreon.com/Rob Rouse, where you get all the latest Date Night podcasts and an absolute shitload of other funny stuff. Monday to Friday, I'm posting funny stuff on Patreon and to Helen. Every single day, and you can just pay £1.
Don't fucking say pay £1. Pay maybe £2, £3 or £4, or maybe a rich oligarch listening to this and paying so many pounds, or just pay £1. But come and join us on Patreon. Become part of it. Feel the love. Enjoy this podcast. We're doing yoga. Gets very, very gassy. There is strong, gaseous content from the beginning and throughout. You have been warned. Enjoy the podcast. We love you very much. So, welcome to Rob and Helen's Date Night Podcast. Before we begin recording, I got it all planned out, but Helen has waylaid me with trying to put the tent back in the bag that she went camping away with.
Because the tent's in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
And to create a calm environment, which is what we need,
yeah,
you don't want a tent in the middle of the floor.
Which is exactly what I was saying, which is strange that you're being so wound up. So let's calmly roll the tent up and put it away.
To create calmness, serenity,
energy,
and a positive energy.
You tell me how we do it and then I will follow your instructions.
Hold it until it's the length of this bag.
Yeah.
Which it is. Roll it, baby, roll it.
Let's roll it.
But I've tried this once already and it did not fit back in the bag.
There we go.
See, I think you might need to tighten the roll, Rob. That's not a tight enough roll.
I'm just depressing it with my body weight.
It's not going to fit in the bag currently.
There we go, and I can move it out of the way.
No, that's not fitting in the bag.
No, it's not going to go in. I just know me trying to get that in the bag will be an editing nightmare. And let's start the podcast. Roll titles.
I can't live with your need for no editing.
Well,
sometimes life needs editing, Rob.
Yes, it does. And
sometimes everything's not perfect.
I can think of a major edit I should make right now, but it would involve a solicitor. Baby.
What are you doing?
It's a Rob and Helen Date Night Podcast.
I'm not. This is a theme tune. What? Those noises.
Come on. We drop the kids to school at 9 and pick them up at 3.
How many times? It's 3:15.
Spend the day together doing some activity.
What's that?
And then we're gonna make sweet love. Yeah.
My mum might listen to this.
It's that was a big one. Date Night Podcast.
You always look at me like...
No, it was a big one.
You're not giving it... You look at me with eyes going, you're not giving enough energy. I need more energy.
No, I like that. That was a lot of energy. I gave you more energy. I was impressed. So welcome, dear listeners. Welcome to Rob and Helen's Date Night Podcast. We trust you've had a good week. We hope you enjoyed the sewing bee last week. We hope you... I
don't trust everybody's had a good week.
No, I don't trust.
Some people will have had a shit week.
Well, I'm hoping that they had. I said I take it on trust.
But it's not a trust situation. I hope you can hope.
I don't trust you had a good week. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you that you've had a good week. But either way, here we are to entertain, annoy and baffle you. Anyway, let's cut to the quick for this podcast, because I want to do one that I'm not going to have to edit too much.
He's obsessed with editing.
Yes, because you don't do it. Anyway, we're getting on well at the moment, aren't we?
Are we?
Yes. I'll just edit in. Oh yes, Rob, we're getting on very well. But yes, today what we're going to do is, if I sound kind of calm, it's
you don't sound calm, Rob.
If I sound calm, it's because today Helen is going to be taking me through a guided yoga class. Now, anyone who's who knows me well, or has been listening to the Date Night podcast since its genus, will know that I have been studying yoga now for... How long have I been doing yoga? About 18, 19 years now. And I'm really excited that Helen started getting into yoga. And what she's going to do is take us through a yoga class that we can all do together, like a very relaxing Joe Wicks. So Helen's going to lead me and her through a guided yoga session, and you can join us. How much space would you say our listeners...
I don't think they'll be able to join in at home. I don't think we'll be able to describe the movements that well.
We're describing the movements as we do them. So how much space does someone need to be able to do this?
Just a mat space, a body length space.
Now, so you've got your yoga mat.
Yes.
I haven't got one.
No.
But that's okay.
You can use mine.
No, it's okay.
You can use mine, and I will just teach.
Okay, you teach. All right, cool. So,
ignore the stains.
So, how long would you? What are the stains? Can you just take me through what the stains? Swat.
That is because I do hot yoga, and so I swat.
Why?
A lot, and so that's sweat stains.
Okay, so my first question of many is, why are the stains brown?
They're not brown.
They look brown.
They're not brown. No, the brownness of the mat.
They're certainly not clear.
The brownness... No, the stains aren't brown. The brownness of the mat, in general, is down to Ronnie, the old dog, who gets in the boot of the car when my yoga mat is in the boot of the car and tries to pull it out.
They must
and
love
do some
you
doggy yoga in the boot.
They must love you at hot yoga with your doggy mat.
I know.
It's that woman who smells of dogs. Don't do your hot yoga as far away as you can from her.
Yeah, I like a bit of space.
Because she smells like dog farts.
It's fine.
So, generally, not all guys...
opening up again, soon.
And we can all get coronavirus.
Hot yoga.
Oh, no, that'd be really good for spreading the virus.
How would you feel about that if I went to hot yoga?
Well, that's why I'm doing a yoga class here at home for our lockdown listeners. So all you need, listeners, I'd say, I'll just pace it out nice and calmly. I'd say you need about, 4 or 5 feet of space. So if you're listening in prison as well...
need your body length.
Your body length, yeah. So if you're listening in prison and you can lie down in your solitary confinement cell, you can join in with this one as well. And worth saying, Helen, at the get-go, as we're both doing yoga here, we had a lovely dinner, didn't we? I made us... what did I make us?
A shepherd's pie.
A shepherd's pie made out of corn mince and quite a lot of vegetables. And it would be fair to say that both of us are looking a little bit bloated.
I'm not looking bloated.
That we could be... I'm so calm and you're not. That we could both be carrying an excess...
I wonder why I'm not calm. You make me tense.
The thought of me doing yoga makes you tense. That's worth unboxing. But let's just say as a caveat before we start yogaing that we've both eaten a hearty dinner of a vegetarian corn mince.
It doesn't affect me in the same way that it affects you.
May I just finish my sentence in case?
We know where it's headed, Rob. Everyone knows where this is headed.
Well, no, you don't.
Fartsville.
No, I was just saying there is a slight chance that there could be expulsions of wind from either of us because this is yoga.
The winds could well be gusting up as high as 60 miles an hour, but as we go through the weekend, they could be even stronger. So some pretty stormy weather to come and some very stormy winds on Sunday in particular. That's it from me. Bye for now.
But what we're going to do is throughout the podcast is we won't highlight them because you don't do that in yoga, do you? If someone does a fanny fart or a body fart, you don't mention it. You just carry on yogaing.
Well, no, sometimes no. Anyway, we've discussed this before on a previous podcast.
I just feel it's relevant just to flag it up here.
But no, so sometimes people laugh.
But if you were to expel
or
gas...
Or giggle, and the teacher on occasion says something.
What like?
if it's needed. We've discussed this before.
We know. I don't know.
We're covering old ground.
I don't think you've been explicit in what the teacher would say if someone does have a.
Well, I have. I'll say it again, but I have said this before.
Go on. What did they say?
The teacher said, "It's okay."
So she's clearly quite a wit. Talk me through what we're going to be doing here, Helen. And you're going to do it as well, are you? At the sides.
I'm going to teach it.
You're going to teach it.
I might demonstrate, but I might realign you. I might make adjustments.
All right, I'm going to put the recording device there, which I think is a good place. Be aware that that's where it's going to be picking up your voice. Generally, your voice does cut through quite well, doesn't it? So it should pick you up. But just be mindful, as we are being mindful here, so doing yoga. That's where the recording device is. Okay.
Thank you. Right, take your socks off.
I don't want to take my socks off because my feet smell.
You need to take your socks off.
Okay, I'll take my
You're
socks.
going to slip if you wear socks.
I'll take my socks off. I'm wearing yoga pants.
They're not yoga pants, they're covered in stains.
Would you like me to talk you through the stains?
You can.
Wood glue, paint, oil paint from the Bob Ross Paint Along Challenge, sawdust, toothpaste, universal filler, super glue.
And what's happened to your finger? What have you wrapped that in now?
That's wrapped in. So the chisel injury that I sustained yesterday.
This is a different injury.
A new chisel injury.
How many chisel injuries have you had?
3 to my left hand to date.
Right.
Yeah, and that's very painful.
And this is the worst of the 3.
Yeah, it's deep, and it's a big flap of skin, the end of my finger, because I don't want to burden the NHS any more than is necessary. I've created my own homemade suture.
So how many times have you super glued it together?
I've super glued it together a 3rd time, and then wrapped it in it's masking tape, isn't it?
So why masking tape in particular?
It's all I had. We don't have any plasters.
So instead of walking the 3 minutes down to the shop to get plasters, you thought it best to put super glue in the wound and use masking tape.
I was bleeding. It was an emergency. Right, let's get yoga in.
Yoga may involve some strenuous activity on the fingers and hands. Are you going to be okay with that injury? Or are you going to bleed out on the yoga mat?
If it starts to hurt, I'll let you know.
Start in a standing position at the front of your mat.
Yes! Are you going to do them as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just stop worrying about if I'm going to do them or
I
not.
just want to know that I want the audience to know that we're both doing it.
I'm demonstrating, but I'm more watching you to see,
Right.
to check your alignment.
Are we both doing it? Just so people know, because they can't see.
Currently, we're having an argument about whether we're both doing it.
But say, Rob, we are both doing it.
Right. We're going to start in mountain pose.
Mountain pose.
I want you to raise your toes, spread them.
Should I face you?
You can turn the mat around to face me if you want
I'm
to.
facing you now.
Turn the mat around to face me because
Jesus.
you're in the.
Christ! Ugh.
I don't think you meant to say Jesus Christ at the start of the yoga session, but you know.
Where would a yoga teacher stand on us having a beer during a yoga class?
Raise your toes up.
So I'm now standing, facing Helen, on my feet, and I'm raising my toes in the air.
Spread them, as I know you can, with your spoonie toes,
Yep.
and then replace them down onto the mat.
All spooned out.
Yeah, spooned out so that you feel solid. You're creating a solid basis.
Why are we doing that with my face?
Stop doing that with your face.
Okay.
Relax your jaw.
Yeah.
Now, I want your shoulders up and back.
Up and back.
And then down.
So putting our shoulders going up and round and back again. Do it at home. So I hope you're doing this at home, everyone.
Palms facing
Palms
forward.
facing forwards.
Don't overstretch. Don't have too much of an arch in your back.
Yeah.
Breathe in, raise your chest a little bit.
Yep.
And just close your eyes to a gentle,
What are you going to do?
gentle close.
What are you going to do? I don't trust her. I've got my eyes closed. You're going to flip me on the knob or something? It's all you shit bag. It's yoga, Helen.
Sorry, no, you kept saying what are you going to do. I wasn't going to do anything, but you made me. Okay.
Hope you're nice and relaxed at home, listeners.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Breathe in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And a bit longer this time, in through your nose. Relaxing your face and out through your mouth. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is it normal for that to make you feel dizzy?
Yeah. When you were breathing in quite so vigorously,
Mhm.
probably. Okay.
Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you.
Got my eyes closed, I feel insecure.
I'm not laughing at
Alright.
you. Okay. Eyes open. You're going to breathe in and raise your arms above your head out to the side. In.
So I'm raising my hands up to the side as I'm breathing.
Your middle fingers are going to just gently touch.
Above my head.
You're breathing out and back down again. Try and steady your breath so it's not quite so forceful. So you're going to breathe in and out really, really with a calm, steady breath.
Are you talking to them or me?
It's all about the breath, coming back to the breath that grounds you and makes you feel in control. If your breath is out of control, you will feel out of control. So just like the breath that we were doing before,
Are you telling them or me?
you're going to breathe in through your nose, gently and steadily for 6. When we reach our hands at the top and touch our middle fingers, we're going to hold for 4.
4.
Then we're going to breathe, and you're trying to make the breath the same length as the counting. So you're not forcing it all out and then being left for 3 with no breath left. You're trying to extend it over the time, okay?
I think so.
Okay, so breathe in. Hold. Out. Now, we're going to try this time to use our Ujjayi breath. I would like you to...
What's an Ujjayi breath?
Ujjayi breathing is when we breathe out.
What did you just do there? She can't go
I would
on
I would like you to breathe out as if you're misting a mirror.
Yeah.
So breathe in, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out. And now shut your mouth. No. No. You're going to breathe out as if you're misting a mirror, and you're going to close your mouth and keep the same breath. So we're...
You can't breathe out through your mouth and keep your mouth closed. That's not possible.
Listen.
So where's that air coming out of then, if it's not coming out of your nose? Have you got a leak?
No, it may well be coming out of my nose. It's the sound I'm making. That is the Ujjayi breath.
Got the old Ujjayi breath going there.
For the remainder of the class, I would like you to try and use your Ujjayi breath.
At all times.
At all times.
And now, just for clarity, are you saying that to them, our listeners, or to me? To everyone. She's saying it's probably you. I was doing Ujjayi breath.
Okay, so...
She's quite strict.
So, one more time,
Yeah.
arms raised up above your head, now using your new Ujjayi breath.
My new Ujjayi breath.
And in. 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Very good. Okay.
That was good fun. I enjoyed that. So join us next week on the podcast. I joke. We're just warming up.
Okay, so we're just warming up. So I'd like you to...
And for the record, because
this
Marcy
time-
Kay will probably be running a stopwatch on this, no one's broken wind yet.
Not yet. So this time, breathing in. Hold. And this time, we're breathing out and we're going to bend over to our right. In a half move and stay there. Try not to lean yourself backwards so your shoulders are stacked.
Okay.
One onto... It's okay, don't come back up. But just stack your shoulders. and you should be able to feel it. Can you feel it? I can sense the tension, and then back up to the middle. Touch those fingers, and then we're going to go back over to the other side, and half move the other side. Stack your shoulders. Stack your shoulders. Yeah.
I'm just a bit shocked by someone tearing all that bubble wrap.
Where can you feel this?
Everywhere.
And back up.
Yeah, so stretching over to the sides, and someone outside the room ripped up a big piece of bubble wrap.
Breathe in.
The big ones about the size of 2 peas.
Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay. This time we're just going to do a couple of gentle twists just to warm up the spine.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do some flow.
Talking spines, how are your back mice?
My back mice.
Helen's got an issue with back mice.
My back mice are still very present. They're not as bad as they were.
How would you describe your back mice? They're not actually mice on your back. They're kind of...
They're like nodules that you can move around on your back.
Of sort of hard kind of...
I don't know.
Gristle.
They're not hard.
Fatty gristle.
They're quite soft.
They're soft, don't they?
But yeah, they cause a
cause a
relative
bit of
amount of
pain,
pain.
don't they? Yeah.
I think it's you know what I think it is?
Yeah.
The lack of yoga over the last 3 months.
It's caused back mice.
It's caused back mice. I've had them before when I was young.
Did you?
Yeah, when I was doing double act, I had back mice. Anyway, they're back.
But they are back.
So we're just going to just twist, just a gentle twist. You can put your right palm on the bottom of your spine.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to twist and look at the back.
Yeah. Ready to
Breathe in.
sort out that garden.
Breathe out.
Yeah.
And back round the other way. Other hand at the bottom of the spine. Very good. Okay, now we're going to do some gentle flow, just to warm us up.
Don't step on that Lego, because that will really fucking hurt in
Yeah.
yoga class.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, bit of gentle
All
flow.
warmed up. Right.
All warmed up.
This time, all we're going to do is you're just going to copy me
I'm going to copy you.
as we go and see how you do. You might need to move back a bit because we might end up. No, I mean the mat back.
Oh, right. Bit further.
Yeah, put it on an angle so you don't kick that. Alright, that'll do. I don't want you hit kicking something.
I'm kicking a thing.
Breathe in. Touching the top fingers and we're all the way down this time. Touching your toes. Breathe in, hands to under your knees, flat back, and breathe out on full fold. And step one foot back and the other foot back. So you're in a plank.
In a press up. Yep.
Then breathing out, you're going to drop yourself down.
Yep.
With the elbows going back rather than out in a flat. Lovely. When you hit the floor, you're going up. Knees off the floor.
This is an upward dog.
Tops of your toes, feet on the floor.
Yeah.
Breathe in and then breathe out and going straight back into a downward facing dog.
Downward facing dog.
So you can pedal out your knees.
What does that mean?
That means bend each knee.
Bend each knee.
To get those heels
Yep.
working.
Oh.
Mainly, what you're trying to do
Yeah.
is push those shoulders
Yep.
down towards your toes.
Yep.
You can't see me because you're doing it too. I can't actually speak with this because it's pressing on my Adam's apple.
Now,
Yeah.
you're going to raise your right foot
Yeah.
high up into the air.
Right up. Oh,
Yeah.
Christ almighty, I'm about to fall over.
Then you're going to bring your right knee through
Yep.
and touch it to your right elbow.
Hey! In it goes.
Then you're going to go back, raise it back up into the air.
Yep.
Then back through, touch it to your left elbow.
Way, all the way down. Oh, that's hard.
Then back up.
Yep.
Then back through, touch it to your nose.
Oh, can't do that.
Then back through,
Does it usually this noisy at yoga?
up into the air and back down to the floor.
Oh, fucking hell.
Raising your left leg,
Yep.
up into the air,
Up into the air.
and then through, touching your left elbow,
Left elbow.
back up into the air,
Back up into the air.
through, touching your right elbow,
Right elbow.
back up into the air, and through, back, touching your nose, and back up into the air.
Hey!
This time, you're raising your right foot, back up into the air.
We didn't mention there was a few expulsions by one of
Bend
us.
right knee.
Yep.
And then open up. So you're starting to twist your body so your torso is facing no, not your arm up. So your torso's facing the piano. You're twisting it over, and then you're going to drop that foot behind you and open up into what's called a wild thing.
Wild thing!
Stretch out so it's...
Yeah!
Push your bum up. Yes, bum up further. Bum up further. Lovely. Now back over. Hand back over. Leg back up in the air. And foot down.
Hey, it's not a walk in the park, that is it?
Nope. Left foot up. Same thing on this side. Left foot up.
Bloody no.
Bend that left knee.
No, it's going to go as well this side.
Opening up.
Opening up.
And then dropping that foot. And opening right out, arm over. Into a wild thing.
It's like you're trying to sort of sky hump the air
Put your
above
bum up
you.
in the air further. And if you want to, you can try and bring it over and round into a back bend.
I don't think I'll do the back bend.
Okay, bring it round, back over, and back into downward dog.
Mercy me.
Now,
did you expel any high pressure gas?
no.
Someone did.
Now, you're going to bend your knees, and on your out breath, you're going to breathe in, and then on your out breath, you're going to jump both feet back to your hands.
Bloody hell.
Now, all the way over, folded.
Yep.
Hands underneath your knees, flat back,
Yep.
and then all the way over again.
All the way over again.
And then slowly up, slowly up. Oh, it smells.
You should stop doing it then.
It really is horrible.
Sorry.
Oh, it's really horrible.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have cooked that for you.
Okay. Down. It's really horrible.
No, I know I shouldn't have cooked that for you. It's not right.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
This time.
Should we light a scented candle?
Get into. Honestly, how could I balance like this? It's really horrible. You had the same. Why does it smell like eggs? We haven't eaten.
I had the same. It's not affected me.
Have you eaten loads of chicken?
No, I haven't.
It's not really unpleasant. Okay. I want you to
Shouldn't affect your
Back
inner
into-
ear.
back into mountain pose.
Yeah,
Mountain poses. Shoulders back and
I
down.
like it when you do mountain pose.
Hands, palms facing forward, feet grounded.
Yeah,
Okay, this time you're going to particularly ground your left foot.
yeah.
Raise your right foot up above the knee
So now
or
we're
below the knee if you can't.
standing in like a.
So we are,
It's a
everybody
lotus
knows,
position.
no, tree pose.
Tree
So
pose.
we're getting into tree.
Tree.
You put your foot on your inner thigh
Now she takes her shoe off.
and raise your hands.
Raising your hands above. Is that how we're doing a good tree?
Well, you're quite wobbly.
What kind of tree would you say I am?
Stop talking and you might, and then you can open up your hands and you could have a mudra if that's part of your practice.
What's a mudra?
A mudra is where you touch your thumb to your finger to create a circle for the energy.
It's a balance
to go
issue.
through. Okay, now,
I'm going up again. Yep.
this time, you're gonna, if you can,
I feel big.
you can place your foot forward
Alright.
on top of the,
So now we're bending our feet, standing on one leg.
so this is like a half lotus
I'm down.
pose.
Yeah.
And this time, when you've raised up,
Yep.
you're going to bend your knee that's on the floor and start going into a fold.
So Helen is
Forward
now
fold.
bent, standing on her left leg with her right leg, foot on her own thigh.
And then if
And
you
then she's
can,
bending forward
bend your knee
and she's put her knee down the floor. It's probably sensible.
and go into a, it's hard.
It is hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is why probably I shouldn't have asked you to do that in like a first session. But yeah, it was good.
Do you want to try that?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll show you how it's done.
So,
So,
I'm going to go onto my left side.
should I do it on my left or my right side?
You didn't do that one, did you? So try on your right.
Stand on my right.
Do it on whatever side you're on.
I don't know which leg you're better at.
Raise your foot up.
Yeah.
Place it on your thigh.
On my thigh.
And then
And
we're
then
raising our hands up.
hands up.
And then we're going to forward fold.
Forward fold.
And then when you reach your limit, you can
Yeah.
bend that standing leg
Oh,
until you reach the floor.
no, I don't like
God,
it.
I've not done yoga for
No,
so
I
long.
can't do it.
No, he's down.
I'm so down. Went down like a sack of spuds.
I've not done it for too long. I can't
Do
even
you
do
think we
it.
should do some stuff nearer the floor so we can't fall over as much?
Yeah, do you want to do some
Yeah,
stuff?
let's do some stuff. What can I do near
Okay,
the floor?
well, first of all, get into a yogi squat.
Right, so we're sitting, you know, like when a child plays Lego on the floor, that's how
Yeah.
we're sitting.
We're getting a yogi squat.
If we weren't wearing clothes, we could see both of each other's anuses.
Yeah.
That's quite a graphic image.
You're very good at a
But
yogi
that
squat.
explains how, yeah.
Some people can't do it with flat feet.
Can't they?
No. Some people can't get into it.
I'm
very good at a
46.
yogi squat.
Think I'm really good at yoga?
So what you're going to try
Did
now...
19 years.
We're not going to go up into a headstand, are we?
I
That
think,
would be really
I think-
dangerous.
and especially not after tea.
No, okay. But what we are going to do is we're going to go into a crow pose.
A crow
so
pose.
you're going to place both of your hands
On the floor.
on the floor in front of you.
Yeah.
And then you're going to put your knees into your kind of like
I used to do this as a kid, then
It's
try and
your-
balance on your forehead.
armpits.
Oh my
and then
God.
you're just going to lean forward
She's
and
doing
raise your
a
hands.
she's doing a handstand.
It's not a handstand, it's a crow pose. You're going to raise your toes off the floor and balance
Yeah.
on your hands.
Just, oh yeah, it was good, wasn't it, that?
You go on,
I did it while you were balancing.
go on. Get those knees in. Try and get them into your armpits rather than on your elbows.
Eh? Oh, in your armpits?
Yeah, try. I mean, you can. Yes. Don't head to the floor.
Down again! Down again. Do people fall down a lot? It's like I feel like I'm in training in Rocky 4. Right, try again. I think what happened was I had my knees too near my armpits.
Alright, do put your knees wherever you feel like you need to put your knees.
Well, I used to, when I was a kid.
Oh, that's very different. That's a different kind of crow, but that's fine.
Alright.
Do it. Just do it.
No, I don't want to do
No, do it. I want to
I
see
don't want to
it.
do a crow that's weird.
No, I want to see it. And then I can tell you if it's weird.
Alright.
Yeah, brilliant. And then we've got other versions of crow,
Yeah.
which are you can put your hands over to the side,
Yep.
and then you can rest your knees on your outer arm and your elbow on your hip.
It's
and
amazing. It's like
raise
you're
your
doing
feet to
it's
the
like
side.
it's like you're breakdancing, Helen.
I know. And then ideally you want to stretch out that
Oh my
top
God.
leg and then that bottom leg
I'll have a go at
until
that.
it's straight.
Oh dear.
That was a side crow with a fart. With a fart and roll.
That sounded like the dog.
You are never, ever coming to yoga with me.
Why? I've been to yoga. I came to hot yoga with you
And it
once.
was a car crash. We've talked about this on the podcast before.
I know, yeah, exactly.
It was a total
So I was
car
just going to
crash.
say, can you not retread old ground?
Right. What, do you feel like you're done?
I'll try a couple more.
Yeah?
Yeah. How do you think I'm doing as a student? I'm showing enthusiasm.
I'm not sure if
Well,
you
it's
call it
coming-
enthusiasm.
What do you mean?
Farting at the teacher and
I
creating
didn't-
a smell.
I
That's
didn't.
not enthusiasm.
I didn't. Someone in the yoga
Rude.
class had an issue.
Okay, so let me think of some other good postures for you. Now,
What is the position in yoga where it's most likely that a fanny fart could happen?
personally, to be honest, you don't know. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Probably a shoulder stand, but I can't do that on this floor with my back mice.
Okay.
So yeah, if that's what you're aiming for me to fanny fart live on the podcast, that's not going to happen today.
Okay, but you wouldn't rule it out, in the future.
What? No, I'm not going to do that on the podcast ever. I'm not going to do that. Unlike so we talked about my friend, my flatmate at university who used to do that on demand.
She could fanny fart on demand?
Yeah, and she used to do it regularly every Friday night. Just have a few drinks. Paul, can you get some wind out? And she would just roll around on the floor.
What a girl.
I know, she was pretty incredible.
Why didn't I end up with Polly?
I think it would have been a catastrophe.
Why?
I think you might have both ended up. I don't think you'd have done well in life. You'd have been on the streets fanny farting with each other. I
reckon we could have ended up like a travelling circus.
Yeah.
We could have been on Britain's Got Talent.
Maybe.
We could be stood there closing the Children's Royal Variety performance.
I think you'd have torn each other apart.
Her Majesty the Queen.
The competition would have been too furious.
She could do it to order.
Yeah.
Literally, like, if you go, Paul.
Yeah.
Let's have one. Bang.
Sometimes she'd have to roll around for quite a while. That just added to the joy of it.
Oh dear.
Okay, so let's go into a nice back bend.
Let's do a nice back bend to finish.
Lie on the floor.
Yep. No shout outs this week.
No.
On the podcast. No, we haven't had any mega patrons.
Are you flatlining in terms of patronage? Do we need to gather some more patrons from somewhere?
It would be great if we could.
If you lot could go out and just gather a few patrons, that'd be good.
It'd be great, yeah. Just tell 10 people that you think would really be into it. That it's a real what VFM value for money you get.
And then it can be like book club.
Yeah.
But it can be like Comedy Village Club, where you all watch the same thing on the same day and then discuss it like a book. Because what I'm realising in this lockdown, non-lockdown, whatever we're in at the moment,
it's got a bit boring.
Conversation is so hard because all you bloody talk about is the same thing. It's so boring.
Yeah, because you're always going on about like what's happening on the news, or what you've seen on the news, or what you've seen on the news on Twitter, or on the news on Facebook. And I'm just like, whoa, Helen, change the record. Talk about something else, will you? It's hard, isn't it?
I'm not talking about you. I'm not actually talking about the conversation between me and you. I'm just talking about conversation with other people. It's quite hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is hard, isn't it?
So, but not if you're a member of the Comedy Village.
No, exactly.
You can talk about...
I mean, when you fell over then and
dick thumbs.
Yeah, dick thumbs. When you fell over then and did your accidental fanny fart, that would be like what's known as a water cooler moment.
Are you going to edit this and say all the farts are from me?
No.
Is that what your plan is?
No.
You came to this saying, I've got a plan, and giggling.
I'm not that childish, Helen. I'm 46. I'm a father of 2 and I'm 46.
Okay, lie on your back.
Yep.
And now, knees up.
Yep.
Feet flat on the floor.
Thank you.
And then all you're going to do is you're going to just raise up your bottom off the floor.
Yep.
Hands by your sides. Lovely.
Thank you.
And back down again.
And back there.
And up again.
Easy. Just my bottom up.
You can place your hands under on the small of your back and give yourself a bit more of a push.
Yeah.
Lovely. And back down again. And this time, if you want to go all the way.
Do you get many blokes coming to yoga?
Yeah, there's loads in hot yoga.
And
athletes.
But do you often think like when there's a bloke in hot yoga, oh, pervert?
No, I don't.
Okay.
There are loads. I was a minority on one there.
And when I've been before, you all have a little shower in that shower one after another. Isn't that a bit weird?
No, it's a different place I go to now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't shower in that one because it's too small, but in the other one I go to, it's big and there's lots of showers.
Is it lady showers or men's?
Lady shower. No, joint.
Ah! Do you shower with men?
No, it's not joint. I was joking.
Okay.
Now, lower down.
Yep.
Hands by your ears.
My ears.
Hands on the floor, flat by your ears. And now you're going to push all the way up.
No, I am not.
Into wheel pose.
I am bloody well not. I've never done that in my life.
That's it, you're off. Doesn't matter how far you go.
Might break my neck.
Any version of the pose is a pose. Don't push yourself too far. You're on your head, that's fine. And lower yourself back down.
I feel really sweaty and hot.
Well, that's fine.
And I feel overwhelmed.
Put your bottom down.
I can't, it's vibrating.
Put it on the floor. Thank you. Okay.
Touchdown.
Would you like to go for wheel again?
I'll have one more go.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh, he's on his head.
Oh.
And he's down again. Good attempt.
Oh.
Good effort.
Got a headache now.
And now, just because we've bent the back one way,
Yeah.
we're going to bend it back the other way. So you're just going to get onto your knees.
The dog's whinging. Do you want to let the dog in?
No,
I can do a downward dog with the whippet.
get onto your knees first.
Yeah.
We're going to do a rabbit pose.
What's the rabbit pose?
Down.
I can't sit on my feet. It's one of the things I can't do.
Oh.
Flexibility wise.
Grab hold. How weird. Grab your feet.
Oh, it really
Grab your
hurts.
feet.
Yeah.
Head down by your knees.
Yeah.
And then raise your bum into the air. Stretch out the back of your shoulder blades. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Get your head a bit further into your knees.
Get your head near your knees, listeners.
That's it. And now raise your bum up.
Raise your bum up.
And put your hands round onto your feet.
Yep.
Right, we're going to start this again because you're not in the pose.
I feel like I'm playing a really crap game of Twister.
Now sit up.
Yeah.
We're going to start this again.
Okay.
Okay. Put your hands.
Well, the problem is when I put my head down, I can't see what you're doing.
Put your hands
Dog's in.
onto your heels.
Yeah.
Put your hands.
All right, Bill.
Put your hands onto your heels.
Yes.
Grab your heels.
Yeah, I've got them.
Yep. Now, place the top of your head on the floor with your forehead touching your knees. Yep. Now raise your bottom into the air.
I feel like I'm in SAS Who Dares Win.
Raise your bottom into the air and you should feel the backs here really stretching out.
Yeah, I can feel it really stretching out.
Yeah? That's going to be a really good stretch for your spine and the tops of your shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Now lower down.
Ow. Ah. It just really hurts. If I sit on my feet, it really hurts.
Okay.
Like
now,
torture.
we're going to finish. I want you to get into a comfortable seated pose.
Yeah.
If you want, you can try. I think you could probably do a full lotus.
I'll have a go.
I can't, but I think you could probably. Billy wants to sit on my knee.
Billy, come in.
No, because then he wants to sit on your knee.
I don't mind.
So if you want to try and get into
He's still a downward dog in front of me.
Yes. If you want to get a full lotus, you can help yourself.
Yep.
One foot on that side and then the other one.
No, I can't do
No,
that. My
I
leg will
can't.
snap off.
Yeah, exactly. Just get into a comfortable seat. Now we're just going to finish with a breath.
Yeah, of course.
We're going to take. You need to concentrate.
I am concentrating, but I've got the dog boring me.
You need to take one big breath in through your nose,
Yeah.
and then you're going to put your hand on your stomach,
Yeah.
and we're going to breathe.
From the rectum?
I can't remember what the breath's called. Anyway, but it's kind of like a panting breath. But what you're trying to do is push out your stomach with each breath, so you can feel your stomach going in and out, and it's all so it's not coming from the nose.
Oh.
The breath is coming
It's
from
right my nose.
down below. It's like you're creating a pump.
You're turning into a bellows.
Yes, you're turning into a bellows. Your stomach is the thing that's pushing the air out of your nose, not. Yes. Good. So we're going to try this.
I think you'll find this will make you fart.
We're going to try this.
Basically, you're doing what used to be, in another point in my life, part of how me and Ben Temple used to make ourselves fart.
We're going to try this for 30 breaths, okay? In.
You're definitely going to fart.
Okay.
That felt very silly. Should we do it again? That was fun. Right, let's do it without laughing.
But I want you to really try not to blow
I will
snot out of your nose. I don't want you to try.
I wasn't not trying. I wasn't trying or not trying. It was the Yogi Snot came out.
Okay, and now I want again consistency of breath. Okay, try and just keep them on a rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we do 50?
No, just 30. In.
In, listeners.
I've lost count. The dog's trying to attack me.
Yeah, he's trying to take. Hard to do yoga with a very needy dog. It's also your demon, isn't it? Well, listeners, I think that was a really, really good session of yoga, and there will be a fact sheet with all the moves available somewhere online that you can look at. You can look up.
Although not done in that order, I don't think there's ever been a yoga class quite like that.
No. So until next week, we will bid you fond farewell and namaste.
The light within me sees and honours the light within you.
And with you too. Is that what you say?
That noise was me patting the dog's bald stomach.
Yeah, right.
Right, that's it.
That was good. Good job, podcast. Like it. We sincerely hope you enjoyed that date night, podders. And if you, obviously if you want to keep continuing being an absolute bloody cheapskate and enjoying everything for free, okay? But I need to keep my wife in cake, and and she wants that cake, don't you, Helen?
Yeah.
She's yawning and she's losing interest in doing these links. Anyway, patreon.com/Rob Rouse. Come and support the podcast and get loads and loads of exclusive comedy content uploaded Monday to Friday. Have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. Lots of love. Take care. Enjoy your commute or your bath or whatever you're doing while you've been listening to this. I'm not perfect on them in the bath. I'm just saying they might be in the bath.
You're thinking about all the date nighters in the bath.
No, I'm not.
Well, you were. That's why you said enjoy your bath. Weird.
I don't want to think of all of them in the bath.
Like a podcasting peeping Tom.
Yeah, enjoy your bath. Hope you're having a lovely shit as well. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you become a patron, you can send in all your pictures. Patreon.com/Rob Rouse to send in your pictures of you in the bath. Oh yeah.